Good morning. It's Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Here's what we're working on this morning. The GST and HST tax holiday is coming to an end this Saturday at midnight.
11 new cases of measles have been confirmed by Grand Erie Public Health.
And as we head into spring training, the clock is ticking on extension talks with Blue Jays' Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day. We had a little Valentine's Day dance party in the. You missed it, Brian.
I could hear it in here. It's like, what's going on out in the newsroom?
I might not make it through the show with my voice because of all my ballad singing, but.
Oh, there was a lot of ballad singing happening.
Thank you for that.
Not good singing.
What a way to serenade us first thing in the morning, Adam. It was wonderful.
I tried.
Yeah.
And all of our pink, of course, as well. We're all a little matchy-matchy today.
You got some red on today?
Red,
This is pink. This is pink.
All right.
Pink. Coral.
Pink, red? Well, I don't know. Looking at the monitor there, it looks kind of red to me. So
kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Told everyone it was pink, and no one believes me.
And you know, we are going to see some sunshine for Valentine's Day
nice.
today. Yeah. Temperature today is going to be on the chilly side. Well, it's a cold start to the morning. Here, we're sitting at minus 11. Yesterday morning at this time, we were minus 5. So it's a chilly start to our morning here. But we're going to climb to minus 5 for the day today. But we should have a fair bit of sunshine. Enjoy it today because we have more snow in the forecast. It'll start as some light snow flurry activity overnight tonight and intensify during the day tomorrow. We could get another 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for the day tomorrow as another system goes by the Great Lakes. And so more shoveling or blowing, whatever it is that you want to do with your snow. We'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll talk about the forecast in detail coming up. Traffic this morning, a lot better than it was yesterday morning, I'll tell you. The roads are much better. Still some slippery areas. Got to be careful, of course. 403 Waterdown Road looks pretty good at the moment, so nothing to see there. MTO traffic cameras. I've been searching for a problem here at the QEW at Martindale, which we've been notified of. It's a disabled vehicle. I believe it's a little bit further in the distance. Toronto-bound lanes heading away from us on that. That's advanced to Centennial Parkway. Nothing there. Top of the Skyway all the way through Brodie. We're moving fairly well this morning, so take it carefully once again, please. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up as usual right now. The news.
Thanks, Brian. After 2 months, the federal tax holiday is coming to an end tomorrow, meaning the 13% sales tax will be added back to a number of items in our province. Simone Gavros joins us live from Ottawa Street with the details. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning, Emily. Well, you still have all of today and all of tomorrow to take advantage of this 13% sales tax holiday, but it comes to an end as of midnight on Saturday. Now, although some consumers are able to take advantage of this during the holiday season, the Canadian Federation of Independent Business says that only 5% of businesses saw a boost in sales.
By and large, this was built for the holiday season. And I think that, on the consumer side, you heard some people saying, hey, it was nice to save, depending on where you are, if you're in Ontario, up to 13%. But on the business side, I think what we saw was that didn't result in people buying more. It didn't really change their spending habits. It just was sort of nice to have more in the pocket, which is great for consumers. But again, from a business side, no real impact overall in the policy.
Now, this is the list of items that have been included in the holiday for the last 2 months. Prepared foods, including vegetable trays, salads, and sandwiches. Restaurant meals, whether it's dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Beer, wine, ciders, and ready-to-drink cocktails, but not hard liquor like vodka or gin. There's also children's clothing, shoes, and toys. Now, although the tax break is ending for those items, Ontario already offers rebates on items such as books, newspapers, children's clothes, and car seats. So you don't pay the provincial part of the harmonized sales tax, which is 8%. Meantime, Restaurants Canada says that they saw a boost in dining within the first month of the tax break and an 18% increase in online reservations during this period. Members are calling on the federal government to make the GST holiday permanent.
Right out of the gate, we saw about a 23% surge year over year the last 2 weeks of December in terms of online reservations through key booking services. As we talk to our members in different parts of Canada, they are seeing an uptick in spending and an uptick in visits. So it has been very, very good for our industry, and it is something that we think needs to be made permanent.
I reached out to the Ministry of Finance to see if they would consider extending this tax break. Again, this was marketed as a temporary tax relief for these 2 months, but also be speaking to people here on Ottawa Street to see if they saw any relief over these last 2 months as well. For now, things back to you, Adam.
Thank you very much, Simone. One man has died following a single vehicle rollover in Oakville last night. It happened just before 10 last night on Bristol Circle and Plymouth Drive. Halton police say 2 people were in the vehicle and another man has been taken to hospital with serious injuries. The road has since reopened. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
The OPP say officers in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area responded to more than 100 collisions and 125 stranded vehicles in the 24 hours following a major snowfall across the province. An Environment Canada meteorologist said Toronto Pearson Airport saw 26 centimeters of snow by yesterday morning. They said it was the region's biggest snowfall of the year. Emergency officials are warning drivers to use caution and drive slowly in snowy conditions.
Hamilton police are asking for the public's help in finding a missing man. 42-year-old Robert Atkinson was last seen around 5 last night leaving a convenience store at Upper James and Mohawk Road. He's mostly nonverbal, 5'5" with a thin build and brown hair. Atkinson was last seen wearing a black jacket, dark pants, a green T-shirt, and dark gloves. Police are concerned for his well-being.
11 new cases of measles have been confirmed by Grand Erie Public Health. That brings the total to 48 cases in the region, with 6 adults and 42 children battling the virus. Of the new cases, 1 person is recovering in hospital, with 10 recovering at home. Grand Erie Public Health have not tracked down the infection source at this time, but the investigation has revealed the following areas may have been exposed to the virus. That includes La Salette Old Colony School on or around February 5th and 6th. You may have been exposed if you're at the Tim Hortons at Brantford General Hospital on or around February 10th, 11th, or 12th.
The campaign leaders of Ontario's main political parties will be squaring off for the first time in a debate today. PC leader Doug Ford, NDP leader Marit Stiles, Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie, and Green Party leader Mike Schreiner are scheduled to take the stage. The debate is set to take place in North Bay this afternoon, and debate topics will include key northern issues. Yesterday, Stiles announced her northern platform, which includes promises of more doctors and affordable homes for the north. Crombie has also pledged to bring more doctors to northern communities as part of her promise to get everyone in the province a family doctor within 4 years. The snap election Ford called will be held on February 27th. Meanwhile, the Liberal Party is gaining in the polls, although the PCs are still in the lead. According to the latest Nanos poll this week, Bonnie Crombie's Liberals gained 1.9 percentage points, while Doug Ford and his Progressive Conservatives fell by 1.4%. The PCs still sit on top with a projected 44% of the vote.
Staying with the election, we have an important programming note to tell you about. Next week, the leaders of Ontario's 4 major political parties will participate in a live debate that will be aired and streamed by a partnership of Ontario broadcasters, including right here on CHCH after an abbreviated evening news. On Family Day Monday from 6:30 until 8 p.m., Doug Ford, Bonnie Crombie, Marit Stiles, and Mike Schreiner will field questions and debate the issues. Once it's over, stay with us. We'll have an in-depth post-debate show hosted by Matt Ingram and featuring a panel of political analysts. Then on election night, February 27th, we have a special provincial election coverage starting at 9 p.m. Your home, your vote will have all of the election results, live reports from across our region, and a team of experts offering unique perspectives. Connect with CHCH News for all of your election coverage.
Well, let's take a look at sports in the second game of the Four Nations face-off between the USA and Finland.
Off the feed from Lundell and a one-touch Olimata through center. Across the line. The drive by Gramlin. Shots!
Henry Jokiharju, that's a fun name to say, gets the Finns on the board in the first period. But unfortunately for Team Finland, the Tkachuk brothers would take over the game after that. Matt Boldy finds Brady Tkachuk wide open in front. It takes a couple of whacks, but he puts it past UC Saros to tie the game. Jump to the third with the States up 2-1 already. This time it's Matthew Tkachuk with a harmless wrister from the point, but it sneaks its way in past Saros. Team USA now up 3-1. Both the Tkachuk brothers would add another goal each as the States would go on to pound Finland 6-1. No game scheduled in the Four Nations face-off tonight, but Saturday is going to be a doozy. Bitter rivals Finland and Sweden will do battle at 1 in the afternoon, and the game we've all been waiting for between the U.S. and Canada will be at 8 Saturday night. Both games should be electric. There will be even more brotherly love than usual in Philadelphia this Valentine's Day. That's when the city is throwing its Super Bowl parade and ceremony for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the parade with open-air buses starts at 11 this morning at Broad Street and Patterson Avenue. We'll then head down to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, where players and coaches will be on hand. The Eagles, of course, beat the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22 on Sunday. Quarterback Jalen Hurts was named the game's most valuable player. And still with the NFL, the New York Jets will be moving forward without quarterback Aaron Rodgers next season. The NFL team made the announcement yesterday. Rodgers was notified last week by the Jets' new head coach and general manager. The 41-year-old was traded to the Jets in 2023. However, the past 2 seasons have been rough for Rodgers. He missed the majority of his debut season with the team after he tore his Achilles tendon. The Jets' 2024 season ended with a disappointing 5-12 record. As the Toronto Blue Jays held their first official workout at spring training yesterday, the question of whether the team would sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to a long-term extension swirled in the air. 25-year-old first baseman set a contract negotiation deadline for Tuesday as he enters the final year of his contract and is eligible to become a free agent in the fall. Jays manager John Schneider says everyone on the team wants Guerrero to stay. General manager Ross Atkins says the front office is continuing to work hard to keep Guerrero for a long time. Brantford Bulldogs kicked off their annual Bulldogs Foundation 50-50 draw last week, with the big prize being given out at the club's Family Day game on Monday. The money raised helps support the foundation's We Feed Kids program. New team owner Zach Hyman of the Edmonton Oilers will be talking to Bubba O'Neill on today's Sportsline podcast, and will be featured on the evening news at 6. And you can get your 50-50 tickets online starting at bulldogs5050.com or just scan this QR code.
All right, let's ease you into traffic and weather on this Friday. Yeah, Friday morning, the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, 12 minutes after 6 o'clock is the time. Looking at traffic this morning, I must mention, well, we'll look at the 403 on Waterdown Road. As you can see, nothing happening there. Must mention Ottawa Street North in Hamilton is closed between Main and Dunsmuir because of a structure fire there. That's the only problem we have in town at the moment. Let's go to some MTO traffic cameras. QEW Glendale in St. Catharines is light volume, and that's generally the Niagara Peninsula this morning. Centennial Parkway, no problems. North of 2, still moving nicely. East of Royal Windsor, around the Ford plant, looks good. Dixie Road, as you go through Mississauga, is doing fine. Toronto-bound lanes coming towards us. One situation is on the 403 at Erin Mills Parkway, and that's the ramp from Erin Mills to the westbound 403. That's closed because of a collision right there, as you can see. Okay, temperature this morning. Really, we're sitting at minus 11 degrees. That really hasn't changed this hour from last hour. The problem is the winds have picked up a little bit. They're now west-southwest at 22, and that makes it feel like minus 20 this morning. It is a cold start. Skies are fairly clear for school today. Back to school after yesterday. Mainly sunny, but a cold day. Minus 5 is the high for the day today, and that's below seasonal for this time of year. So what we have now is that ridge of high pressure. That's going to give us the sunshine for the day today. However, clouds will roll in tonight. Look at what comes tomorrow, that area of blue. That's the next bout of snow that's going to move across us and bring us possibly 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for the day tomorrow, continuing into the overnight, and just a little bit of light snow flurry activity is going to stick around for Sunday as well. But today, Valentine's Day, temperatures -4, 5, 6 around the Horseshoe, a little chillier for Guelph and Kitchener, but at least we'll get some sunshine for the day today. Tonight, temperatures back down -9, -10, 11 degrees. We'll get some flurries. And then tomorrow, temperatures climb a little bit better. We'll hit -1 to -2 for the Horseshoe. And then we're going to get that snow settling in. It'll begin in the morning, and we're looking at 5 to 10 centimeters, so another whack of snow for the day tomorrow, and that's going to continue, as I said, lightly into Sunday. So out the door this morning, sky is mainly clear. It is fairly windy, and that gives us a wind chill. Temperature -11, wind chill -20. Long range coming up. Emily, Adam.
Thanks so much, Brian. All right, coming up after the break, we'll say good morning to our friend Louis Bucco with a preview of what's to come in Chit Chat. And in business news, businesses are experiencing canceled or paused orders due to the ongoing uncertainty around the Canada-U.S. tariff situation. Welcome back. Let's say good morning to our friend Louis Bucco, who's looking lovely in his pink as well. Thank you for joining.
Lovely.
Thank you, guys. Well, coming up, Adam, I know your favorite movie is Legally Blonde. So a prequel series at Amazon Prime has found its new Elle Woods. So I'll tell you about that in a second. Another celebrity is pulled out of the Kennedy Center after Trump's takeover. And later in the show, we're going to reveal a new way that you can watch CHCH. So
I just want to be clear that that's not my favorite movie.
Come on, Adam. You don't need to lie. We're among friends here. You don't need to lie.
Okay, you got me.
It's
all right,
fine.
I love Elle Woods. Her chihuahua is adorable.
The bed didn't snap. Amazing. We're looking forward to that, Louis. Thank you. All right, let's go into some business numbers. Our dollar caught a fresh bid on the back of a weakening U.S. dollar. It's up 14 basis points this morning to 70.58 cents U.S. Gold is $14.20 an ounce higher, and crude is up 17 cents to $71.46 a barrel. In midday European trading, markets are down in London and Frankfurt, but up in Paris.
Over in Asia, markets were down in Tokyo, but up in Hong Kong and Shanghai. In North American markets, Bay Street bounced back on Thursday, boosted by positive performances from the telecom, technology, and base metal sectors. TSX gained 135 points. The Dow added 342, and the Nasdaq closed nearly 300 points higher.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business has released a new report that says 18% of its members are already feeling the sting of canceled or paused orders due to the ongoing trade uncertainty with the U.S. The business group says the new numbers grow even higher when looking at businesses that operate as exporters, up to 34%. Canadian politicians have been tirelessly lobbying U.S. President Donald Trump to call off his tariffs by pointing out how they will raise prices and hurt both Canada and the States. The CFIB's chief economist says the uncertainty around tariffs is almost as damaging as the tariffs themselves.
Igloo is recalling more than 1 million coolers due to the risk of finger injuries. The company has received a dozen reports of injuries in the U.S., including fingertip amputations, bone fractures, and lacerations. No injuries were reported in Canada. The recall includes 90 quart flip and toe rolling coolers. The coolers were sold from 2019 through last month. They were sold at Amazon and Igloo's website, and you can look up the models being recalled on Health Canada's recall page. Owners are urged to stop using them immediately and contact Igloo for a free replacement handle.
It's Valentine's Day and love is certainly in the air. Event companies say they're seeing a spike in interest in speed dating as single people look for alternatives to dating apps. New numbers from the ticketing agency Eventbrite suggest that dating and singles events grew by 76% from 2023 to 2024. That's up 47% in growth from the previous year.
Inflation is even driving up the cost of finding love. A new BMO report reveals just more than half of Canadians say the rising cost of living is impacting their dating lives, with many opting for fewer or less expensive dates. Nearly 30% of singles have canceled plans to save money, while the average Canadian spends $173 per date. But there are affordable yet cute date options, like exploring mom-and-pop cafes, ice skating at public rinks, or tobogganing together.
Inflation really hits all of us in every category.
Tobogganing on a first date? Sounds like it could be fun.
Or go really wrong.
bad.
And I can't ice skate, so that's off the table.
Ice skating is just cliche.
Yeah, all right, could be cute. We're taking a break right now, but Brian will be back with traffic, your 7-day forecast, and maybe some more cute date ideas with this weather.
Why can't you skate?
I never learned.
Good morning, 624. We made it a Friday, and of course it's Valentine's Day, don't forget. We're looking at traffic, MTO traffic cameras. We did have a disabled vehicle here at the QEW at Martindale in St. Catharines, but it's gone now, so that's good. Top of the Skyway Bridge still looks good. No problems here at Bronte Road all the way through Sheraton. A little bit of blowing snow, as you can see on the highway at the moment. A little flurry activity there. And we still have a complete closure of the ramp from Erin Mills Parkway to the westbound 403 going through Mississauga. You can see emergency crews and an ambulance there on the scene. Also in Hamilton, Ottawa Street North is closed between Main and Dunsmuir. That's due to a structure fire there. Here is our pool shop backyard forecast for today. Well, no, it's coming up next half hour. I got a half hour ahead of myself for some reason there. So temperature right now, thank you, Laura, is minus 11, but the winds make it feel like minus 20 this morning. It's a cold start. Minus 7 Mississauga, minus 8 Grimsby, minus 6 for Toronto. So seasonal temperatures this time of year are minus 1 and minus 9. So we're, just a little bit below seasonal. Those are our sun times and our records for today. And for school today, we're looking at minus 10 for the first bell. And the high today is going to be minus 5, but yeah, we're going to see the sunshine both morning and for afternoon. So that's the way today looks. Minus 5, wind chill minus 11 this afternoon. Temperature falls to minus 10 tonight. We'll get some light snow flurry activity, and then tomorrow the snow settles in. 5 to 10 centimeters again for the day tomorrow, high of minus 2. Minus 3, the snow continues lightly on Sunday. We're looking at Family Day on Monday, some sun, minus 6, minus 8, minus 7 degrees with some sun as we continue Tuesday into Wednesday. That's your forecast. Emily, Adam.
Thanks, Brian. One more story before we take a quick break. A terrifying moment caught on camera.
Yeah, this is crazy. A humpback whale is seen swallowing a 24-year-old kayaker in the Strait of Magellan in Chile, then spitting him out. It happened when a father and son were out on the icy waters around Chile's southernmost Patagonia region. The father said he began recording when he saw some pretty waves. The whale then surfaces and gulps the son for a few moments before releasing him. The son says he thought he was going to die, then his life vest pulled him up. Humpback whales, by the way, typically they only feed on krill and small fishes, not usually humans.
Wow, just incredible. At least it was a, quick little chomp and spit him back out.
Yeah. Wow, though. Can you imagine? You're just
doing the little kayak thing. Where did that come from? I bet he didn't even know what happened.
No, probably not.
Just thought he went under.
Seconds.
Yeah. Craziness. All right. That was an incredible video. We have a lot more coming up in the show. Stay with us. You gonna kayak out?
Gonna kayak out.